In the years before World War I, flying machines were fragile inventions of wood and fabric and courage. Most people saw them as dangerous toys, but when war erupted in 1914, every nation quickly realized the power of the sky. At first, planes were only used as scouts, flying above the muddy trenches to report enemy positions. Pilots carried pistols or rifles and fired wildly across the air at their enemies, hoping to hit something. It wasn't much use, really, but these daring men were pioneers. They were the first of many who would strap themselves into the thin air and risk everything in machines that could barely stay aloft. But innovation came quickly. As the war dragged on, engineers began strapping machine guns onto aircraft, transforming them from fragile scouts into deadly predators. Suddenly, there were entire fleets of fighters taking off, transforming the face of war forever. History's first sky warriors were about to take flight. It all happened so fast. The very first planes were barely more than glorified model airplanes. But by the end of the war, pilots were flying at altitudes of up to 20,000 feet in machines that could reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour. It was a new era of warfare. As the fighting intensified, the flimsy fabric planes were no match for the growing number of anti-aircraft guns being used by the militaries. But the real danger came from other aircraft. Dogfights became commonplace as the Red Baron and his fellow German flyers battled the British and American pilots for control of the skies. It was a deadly game of cat and mouse, and the stakes were higher than ever before. For the first time in history, entire armies could be wiped out in a matter of minutes. And with each passing day, the need for skilled pilots and gunners grew more urgent. The war had taken to the skies, and there was no turning back. In the end, it was the United States that would help decide the outcome of the war. When America entered the conflict in 1917, they brought with them a new weapon, the first purpose-built fighter plane, the Spad. With its powerful engine and deadly guns, the Spad was the perfect weapon to take on the Germans. And with thousands of American pilots soon to arrive in Europe, the Allies had a fighting chance against the Central Powers. The skies over Europe were about to get a whole lot more crowded. And with that comes the story of one of the most famous planes of all time. Stay tuned to find out more.